Just waiting on viewers. Do you see my soul in my pupil? You could see the whole silhouette of a person in my pupil. Pretty cool, huh? Look. I got my cards ready. I just gotta shuffle them for you guys. But I'm waiting for the views to build up first. I know I'm one of those people that hate catching a video in the middle, so. Okay, I think 7's pretty good so far. Hi, Chris. Hi, Linda. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday. Do you guys just ever look in the mirror at your eye? You know, if you really look, it kind of looks like the Anonymous logo. Like a silhouette of a body with no head. Kind of like the Anonymous logo. So I'm using 2 decks today, and I'm going to mix them up. I'm using my Angels, Gods, and Goddess deck, and I'm also using the Shadow and Light deck. Okay? And this is the Shadow and Light deck right here from Lucy. Very pretty art, and I like the message that it provides. I like cards that usually get you right to the point, you know what I mean? So this is the art on the Shadow and Light deck. They kind of look like baby dolls. See how beautiful they are? Okay. I don't usually use cards when it comes to messages, but they can be very useful, and they do kind of lay a little less pressure on the third eye when you're using tools. And this is the Angels, Gods, and Goddess deck. I forgot who the artist is because I have it in a tarot bag. But this is the art on them. Very beautiful spiritual art. Best kind of art out there. And this is the back of the cards. Okay. This deck, I believe, was like $25. And the Shadows and Light, I believe, was like $30. You can find them on Etsy, Amazon, and eBay. If you don't know how to use divinational cards, I offer workshops for that and teach you the proper way to use them and to teach you what kind of energies flow in and out of them. That's why it's important to always cleanse them and update the vibration in them. So 2 decks being used in this reading. This is the deck that I use the most. The messages are right there on point. You don't even really need to read the book to know what the message is. I love cards that have power words or sentences written in them already. Bless be, Tracy. Okay, 2 more. And then I got to do the other one, and then we'll do the spread. I'm buzzing. My soul is vibrating really hard right now. Almost feels like anxiety. Okay, these are done. Next deck, Shadow and Light. So many people are so worried about bending their cards or, you know, things like that. I'm more free-flowing with that because I feel like the more they're used, the more history and stories they have of your journey and your growth with you. Two more. Then I'm going to cut the decks and spread. They've already been through sage. They've had crystals on them already. And I'm going to do 3 of each. Okay. The first card is the Goddess of Knowledge. And that's the art. And it says, start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition, which is the perfect card for what's going on in the spiritual community right now with everything being exposed and open and the truth coming out. Okay? So trust what you're feeling with these situations going on and with your life in general. Always use your intuition, your soul, and your gut feeling. Okay? Fairy of the Greenwich World. This is the Shadow and Light deck. And it says, the natural world needs you. Time to go healthier. Time to start researching what your foods are having in them. Getting more into nature. More into working within yourself than worrying about what's going on in the outside world. So trust your intuition with the outside world. But continue to work on you. Continue to work on your growth. Continue to work on your spirituality, making your soul strong. Okay? And the next one is the Goddess of Oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. There is a soul out there thinking, missing, loving you. And they're actually, a lot of people don't realize, they actually are sending you energy when their thoughts are on you. Okay? So when people think about you or things like that, they are sending you a vibration. So there is somebody out there that is missing you. Maybe somebody you haven't seen in a while, or a blood relative, or a long lost love, things like that. Voodoo in Blue. It says back off. I have a feeling this is more for those whistleblowers that I have on my page. Be very, very, very careful with what you're exposing and what the consequences are for being a whistleblower or a truth seeker with this stuff, okay? There's certain things that we need to keep to ourselves that we're learning about this stuff until we actually have the pieces of the puzzle together before we teach others of what's going on in the world with the system and the design, okay? Well, this is also, if you look at the picture, see her face? She got her voodoo doll in her hand. Don't mess with the magical beings. I feel like that this card, it has more than one meaning to it, of course, because these cards connect to your soul and what it's telling your soul. It has a different meaning to everyone. But I feel like with this card, it's basically saying to be careful with things that are dangerous, bigger picture things. Always think of your bigger picture. It's also saying not to mess with those quiet ones and to always be open and don't judge the quiet ones or the ones that seem to not be a threat. You notice the people that are quiet are the most dangerous ones to mess with. They're usually the ones that know how to fight or, you know, have some kind of sadistic mind or things like that. I have a Scorpio daughter who is literally a doll. But let me tell you, Scorpios also have another side to them. Every sign has another sign to them. So Voodoo in Blue, back off. Okay? Goddess of the Shadows. What you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. I'm always lecturing how we need to embrace not just the light in us, but also our dark side. Okay? Your dark side has a blessing attached to it. If you get rid of fear and learn to embrace both sides of you, you tend to grow a lot more and you tend to unleash things that you never knew you were capable of doing. And the God of the Arts, the artist within you is about to emerge. Creativity, new job projects, maybe new business ideas. This stuff is emerging also with these ships and these retrogrades. You know, like I said, the retrogrades, they always kick our butt. But they are also a blessing in disguise because other things come with those challenges, okay? Maybe you're going to get more into painting or more into music or songwriting or writing. You know what I mean? This is a time to amplify that creative part of your brain, to unleash your work, to share with the world what you call as your art. Because art comes in so many forms that in all reality, there's no such thing as art not being appreciated or accepted in that community. Okay, no matter what it is. But that's going to come out of your soul as well. It's going to eradicate and want to release itself. So trust your intuition when it comes to everything that you're hearing, or what people are sending you. Trust what you're feeling when you read this information or anything like that. Trust your intuition with your situations, with your relationships, how you feel about other people's vibes, all of that stuff. Practice makes perfect. And the way to practice is to always just trust yourself. Stop doubting what you're feeling because somebody else says that it's not legit. Okay? Apparently it's legit if your soul is feeling that way for a reason. Okay? The natural world needs you. Get more healthy. Make healthier decisions. Take more walks. Drink more water. Do research on what foods are for what. Like blueberries are naturally for energy. Lemons, they are a detox. They also can kill parasites. Same thing with apple cider vinegar. This is stuff you need to know so that you can slowly start to grow and ascend into the holistic healing. Okay? And not just that, walk into Gaia, appreciate a tree. You know what I mean? This kind of stuff. Someone has you on their mind consistently, okay, and they're missing you. Whoever pops in your mind right now, as I say this is the person that is missing you, okay? Goddess of the shadows, embrace your dark side. Embrace your dark side and realize there is hidden treasures behind your dark side, okay? Dark doesn't necessarily mean what a lot of society wants to create dark to be. That's not the case. If you don't understand what the dark side's job is in this whole dynamic of yin and yang, try to do research first. Try to talk to other people who embrace their dark side and just see for a second, like, what is your dark side that mixes well with your characteristics? Somebody else's dark side might be completely different than your dark side. Okay? Your creativity side will be pouring out of you nonstop. You are going to feel like, oh, I got to do something. I got to paint, or I got to make a clay model, or, I got to make jewelry, or whatever it is that you haven't done maybe in a while. Because I know a lot of people who used to paint as a kid, or draw as a kid, or play guitars as a kid, and they don't. Maybe amplify that back up. Because at one point in your life, it was your peace. That was your tranquility. Okay? So get back into your creativity, business, projects, whatever it is. You can do that. But at the same time, be very, very careful because Mercury is in retrograde. So yeah, get creative. But when it comes to large investments, contract work, anything like that, be very, very mindful of what you're signing over during this time of retrograde because it can always go left completely. Okay? So you still have to kind of have that balance of, well, this is happening right now, and this is a contract, and I know that my vibration's good and my vibration's high, so I can sign it or I can't sign it. And that's where also intuition can come in as well. Intuition comes in everything. Every choice you make, everything. You just feel vibes naturally. Even if you're not awake, you're feeling vibes, okay? So unleash that creativity in you. Enhance your business, your projects, whatever. Also, back off of things that you do not understand. If you do not understand them, back off and research them. Educate yourself. An opinion is not a fact, and judgment, we know, is what? A low vibration. When we judge others, we're vibrating on a low frequency, and we're also, in a way, projecting out our own insecurities. So when it comes to certain beings, back off, okay? No, none of that debate, insulting stuff that we do, because we tend to, always get into these debates with people. But this is not the time to be debating. This is the time to know this is the truth. You believe it or not. And now we go to the next step. We can't stay in that debating phase forever because then nothing's getting done. And we're still in that process of a one world order and all of this crap. So with that being said, there's a way to get your information out there without insulting each other, or, trying to expose each other page for fraud just because they don't believe in what you believe in. It's time to back off of the hate. It's time to back off of the judgment. It's time to back off from thinking your opinions are facts and then trying to shove it down someone's throat, because we know exactly how it feels when people shove shit down your throat. We've all had a case of it. So let's not do that to others. Let's not complain that others do it to us, but then we do it to them. It's time to start doing your own research, okay? Not believe what other people are telling you. To me, that is a phase of laziness, when you're depending on others' information because you don't feel like looking it up yourself. So all I'm trying to say is be careful who you mess with, okay? Trust your intuition, always. The natural world needs you. Start making healthier decisions about your life and what you're putting inside your vessel, because certain things in this world that we eat can weaken or strengthen our soul. And it can also weaken or strengthen our vessel, okay? Know that someone deeply, whoever pops up in your mind, is missing you, okay? And they're fondly thinking about you consistently. Unleash your creativity side. Embrace your dark side. If you're one that doesn't know how to unleash the dark side, I always say it's always good to have somebody you trust as a mentor or a guide or something like that that can push you to the right direction of things. So it's always good to have somebody maybe just open up your mind. You don't always have to take their advice or whatever, but it's still an option that is created in your brain. Well, if this doesn't work, maybe I should try what this person said. And it might work perfectly. It might not. All I'm trying to say is that the dark side is a beautiful thing. It's like death. A lot of people have the wrong idea about death, but it's actually your soul graduating and transmuting into the next phase. It's the same thing with the dark side. People think dark, they think, oh my God, demons and torture and all of this stuff, but that's not all that the dark offers. It offers so much more, and it is the first creation in the universe. So we can learn a lot from the first creation of the universe. And then the second is light. So if the first was dark, why would we ignore our dark? That was the mold and the creation of everything else in all reality. You can't have light without the darkness, and the other way around. So with that being said, embrace all of you. All of you. If you know you have flaws that are stopping your growth, change those. Those are not really, I think there's a difference between flaws and dark side. Okay? Like if you're a liar or a scammer or a cheater or something where you're hurting another soul, you are basically vibrating that society idea of dark side. Okay? Like the demon idea of dark side. When in all reality, what your dark side is your protector. When you become a parent, you automatically become the protector of your kids, correct? It just amplifies in you. It's like a light switch that goes on. Same thing with your own self. It's your defense. It's putting your foot down. It's gaining your respect. It's being a warrior. It's being one that protects the ones that can't protect themselves, like children, like animals, like, things like that. That is also your dark side. This is why I keep using angels as the perfect example, because a lot of people think angels are all light. But an angel does not mind protecting and having blood on its hands to protect the innocents. And that represents their dark side. So in all reality, angels are neutral. And we're neutral beings. Okay? And the dark side is neutral. It's all neutral. I always say there's no such thing as really white magic or black magic, because in all reality, it can go one way or the other. So in all reality, it's gray. It's a gray magic, regardless. When I hear witches say, I'm a white witch, or witches say, I'm a black witch, I'm into black magic. To me, there's no difference, because in all reality, if a black magic witch wants to put someone, and instead the universe decides to bless that person, in all reality, their black magic just turned white. And the same thing with white. They can want blessings, but instead open a portal to demonic possession. This is what I mean. It's all gray. Okay? There's no black magic. There's no white magic. It's gray. A lot of people don't want to believe it, but it's true. All I'm saying is learn yourself completely within. your desires, your passions, your interests. What did you used to like? And now what do you like now? See that growth process in the growth chart of your evolving, because we're all evolving. We're all changing. We're all, mutating and all of this stuff. It is what it is. We have to learn to embrace that. We have to learn to be spiritual surfers with these waves, and at the same time still learn from all this illusion and all these distractions in the world how to maintain still peace within, because we trust our soul. Your soul will let you know what's bad for you and what's good for you, what to avoid and what to bring into your life. You have to stop doubting. A lot of people doubt and don't realize they're doubting. Okay? Doubting, I feel, is the chains that you put on your own wrists to become a slave to something bigger. Okay? Doubt and fear. Those two are the two things that keep you captive. Okay? Doubt means you feel someone's a bad person, but because people are like, nah, she's cool, let's go hang out. But you got a bad feeling this person might either get you in trouble, you might get into a fight with them, something, and you ignore that to listen to the crowd, you're going to see how much chaos of that day is telling you, yeah, you were right. Now look at you, you're in prison, or you in jail, or, now you fighting this person, and this is the lessons that we need to learn to trust the soul. Fuck everybody else's soul and everybody else's opinion when it comes to your life. You have to trust yourself. You don't feel like going out? Don't go out. Don't let people pressure you to do things. If your soul's saying no, take a moment for yourself. Chill out. Listen, the more you learn to trust and practice listening to yourself and your soul and how you feel about things and what thought process is going on during this invitation of where you're going or whatever. This is all your soul saying, you really want to go? Do you really want to go? And then you're like flip-flopping. But in all reality, it's telling you yes or no. It doesn't say, oh, well, I don't know. Do you want to go? Do you not want to go? Your soul knows shit. It knows things before it happens. Okay? It's part of the universe. It's the essence of our God, correct? Or our goddess. Or the created being. The Omega. That's what your soul is. Think of the Omega charge just ripped in billions of pieces, and that's your soul. Billions of pieces roaming Earth right now. So please, all I'm trying to say is learn to embrace both sides of you, okay? Learn what actual dark spectrum behavior is. You'll realize a lot of emotions that are natural are part of dark spectrums. And we're like, what, really? And we're like, yeah. Yeah, obsession, lust. All of us experience lust. We see a beautiful person and we're like thinking nasty in our head, or like, damn, I wonder what they look like naked and all of this stuff. But that's actually your dark side. That doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person to also be stuck in a vessel that has nature behavior. Okay? The only thing we need to realize is we have to be aware of our behavior. We have to be aware of the decisions we're making as the soul that's already controlling your vessel. Okay? It's like your body is a NASCAR and your soul is the driver. And we have to remember that. Okay? We're a soul having a human experience and not the other way around. So embrace your dark side. Let that creativity come out. It's going to come out with these waves going up and down, up and down. That creativity is going to go up and down, up and down. You're feeling that creativity, jump on it. Don't wait on it, because then it's going to go right back down and you're not going to get things done and all of that. So if you feel, yes, I'm energetic, let me get some stuff done, take advantage of that. Trust me, you're going to feel so much better once it's completed. You're like, finally, after weeks, I finally did it. You know what I mean? It's going to feel like weight off of you. Okay? Also, please make smarter decisions about what's in your vessel. Right now, I'm drinking Coke. But I should be drinking more water. And I got my water. I'm trying to balance it out. Okay? Balancing it out. And tonight, I'm having a salad instead of an actual dinner. You know what I mean? I have to make smarter decisions as well as you guys, because these frequencies are basically, this card right here is letting us know that with each retrograde and each shift that we're going through, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. And if we don't wind up cleaning up our vessels and making our souls feel cleansed and detoxed and all of this stuff, it's going to be harder on us. The more we make smarter decisions and healthier choices in our life, the easier life will get for us, the more better we will feel, the more active, the more natural energy we have, and we're not depending on anything that is a third dimensional thing. Okay? Also, remember somebody misses you, and don't mess with people who are actually living a dream, looking up knowledge, becoming truth seekers or whistleblowers. If you are not having the guts to do it yourself, let other people do it and you do something else. I am one to get tired of people always still laughing at the conspiracies that are legitly in our face. All right, it's right there. And all we're doing is discussing about it, and people are literally taking it like we're delusional. If that's your case, then mind your business, get away from that community, and go focus on what you need to focus on. And let us do what we do, because this is our purpose. Our purpose is to expose. Our purpose is to wake up humanity to the truths and the design and how the system works. And if you are going to be the type to joke about it or laugh at us or make us feel like you're insulting us, then you need to find a better hobby than to just come into this community just to entertain yourself. Okay? All I'm saying is the cards are saying to work with the soul. Everything is soul. Trust your intuition. Embrace both sides of you. Be more natural and make healthier choices. Your creative side will be pouring out. Do not mess with those who are considered soul warriors or soul chosen. Okay? That means us. Don't mess with us. It says back off, literally. See? Back off. Voodoo and blue. Okay? But just know that regardless of what's going on in these vibrations and going on in this third dimension right now with, you know, people being exposed for their true characters and people committing these heinous crimes and these natural disasters happening, if they're even natural. We're still trying to research that, if California fire is natural, if Greece is natural. Everything going on right now with the Guatemalan volcanoes and Hawaii volcanoes. We're also researching if this was natural, if this was man-made. So let us do our job. You guys do your job and your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, like I said, get someone you trust as a mentor or a guide who can basically do like past life regressions or things like that. And it will make you connect the dots to your very own being. Okay? So today is Soul Saturday. Take some time to be out, take a walk. It's beautiful outside by me. I don't know if it's beautiful outside by y'all, but if it is, take advantage because summer is almost over. And then autumn begins, which is the witches season. I'm so excited. Cannot wait. But embrace it. Embrace it, okay? Embrace the green man today. Embrace Mother Earth today. Take time to meditate. Burn some sage. Burn some incense. Just get in tune. Soul Saturdays, get in tune, okay? So take a few minutes to please spend on yourself. Soothe your soul, okay? Because people like us, we tend to always give to others and we neglect ourselves. We're always giving everything we have. And by the time it's time to do it to ourselves, we're neglectful and we're like, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to do a ritual bath. I'm too tired to do this. So take that time, 10 minutes, 10 minutes to just close your eyes, silence everything, and just be in the moment. I said this in yesterday's video too. You got to be in the moment. Be in the moment. Listen to what your conscience says. And if you're the type to have a conscience that like switches back and forth from evil to good to evil to good, that means you need grounding. You need grounding. You need to touch something from earth. And just visualize all of that uckiness from your aura pouring out of your hands and your feet. And a bright light from the sun, Horus or Ra, you know, going into your head and illuminating your soul and making it glisten like Edward in Twilight. Okay? That's what basically your soul is. That glistening in his chest, that's what your soul is made from. And sometimes it needs a charge. It needs a recharge or, you know, things like that. So take this time to dedicate to yourself for self-love. Go to a spa, go to a massage, go to the park, do something, okay? I promise you'll feel so much better if you are having a bad day today. So I'm going to go through the cards once again before I end this video. Trust your intuition with all situations. If you are involved in the picture, trust what your soul is telling you. Your conscious is your portal to your soul communicating with you, your brain. Your brain is the way the soul communicates, okay? It also communicates through here, between your heart and your midsection. You know when you have a bad feeling, you feel like that knot? It's kind of like a hunger pain almost, but it's not hunger. That's usually your soul saying, red flag, red flag, red flag. Pay attention, pay attention. Open your senses. Open all your senses. This is what I mean. Trust it, listen, and remember that it always got your back. Your soul always has your back. That's why a lot of times it's valuable. Okay? Make smarter decisions with your diet, with your activities. If you notice you're never outside, go outside for a moment. Get some vitamin D. Get some fresh air. Listen to the birds. Listen to the trees rub up against each other. Just be in the now. Your creative side will be pouring out of you like a waterfall. Okay? You're going to have ideas coming in and out. You're going to have new ways to either make money to support yourself and your family, or your artwork's going to come out, your writing, your music, whatever it is. You're going to feel that start to vibrate through your soul. Embrace your dark side. It is the side that keeps you surviving in this chaotic third dimensional plane. You're still alive, no matter what age you are. I'm still alive for 30 years. I have a lot to be thankful for, okay? That's because of my dark side, my protector side, my side that I don't mind fighting to protect myself or the ones I love. That's my truth seeker side, my expressive side, my open-minded side, my open mouth side. I'm very outspoken, and that is my dark side. Also, don't judge a book by its cover. Let people follow their purpose. Let people do their dreams without your judgment, without your opinion. If you don't have the balls to do their job or what they're doing or their purpose, then mind your business and go find your own purpose, okay? There's no reason to put people down that have different beliefs or different evidence or research or whatever, because they're spending lots of energy and time to try to find out the truth just like everybody else. That's all I'm saying, okay? So, one more card. Grumpy Red Fairy, be your true self. Be your true self. No reason to pretend to fit into the crowd. No reason to care what people think about you. No reason to worry. It's unnecessary worry, an illusional worry. To think, oh, what if they don't like me? So what? So what? So many people want to be approved, accepted, all of this stuff. But in all reality, they are keeping themselves in a prison. They are keeping their mind, their soul in their little jail cell right here called prison, okay? And it's not a happy feeling. It's actually miserable. And a lot of misery loves company, so they'll try to drag you down with them too. All I'm trying to say is that be your authentic self. It's so freeing. It is so much weight off your shoulders that it is the best decision you can make for yourself, and I promise you that. Trying to catch up with the trend and all of that stuff, it's just going to leave you in a place of feeling like you're not upgrading like everybody else in the world. You're going to feel stuck. You know what I mean? Be yourself. Be yourself. Because you know what? It's better to be an original than a freaking copy. Wouldn't you rather be the original book? Not the millions of copies that they have sold on shelves worth $10.95. You're an original. You're an original masterpiece. And you have to remember that. We have to definitely keep giving ourselves self-love so we can continue to do what we're supposed to do. And if you're the type to beat yourself up, you're allowing and attracting other vibrations to treat you the same way you treat yourself. People want respect, but they don't respect themselves. It doesn't happen that way. You have to, you know that saying, fake it till you make it? It's kind of like that. Fake the acceptance, fake the love if you have to, and keep doing it. until it's in your brain. You know what? Why am I faking it? I am gorgeous. I am stunning. You know what I mean? If you have to do it that way, do it that way. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you love yourself and you give yourself respect, you don't let nobody else treat you less than how you treat yourself. If someone disrespects you, you're like, bye. You know what I mean? No worry, no care, nothing. It's a royalty type of mentality. It's a god or goddess type of mentality. And gods and goddesses don't accept no type of poison into their life. You know what I mean? They know they can choose who they want to deal with and who they don't. And that's why a lot of times it can come off as an intimidating energy to others. But in all reality, we're like the biggest sweethearts in the world. You know what I mean? It's just like negative energy. It kind of erupts in our space when we're actually trying to work with our own yin and yang and not have somebody else's yang come into our picture. So all I'm saying is be yourself. It's not a hard job. It's actually the easiest job in the damn world. You like glitter? Wear glitter. You know what I mean? You're in a what is it called? A Johnness dresser? Go right ahead. So was Prince, and he was an icon. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is we need to stop self-abuse. We need to stop self-abuse to how we feel about ourselves, how we doubt ourselves, how we fear things, how we're like scaredy cats, paranoid. This is the stuff that makes us so easy to be controlled and manipulated. And when you're your authentic self with no care in the world and there's confidence in there, it's contagious. Other people get inspired to be confident as well, to embrace themselves as well. Okay? So it is a chain reaction, just like yawning is, when you yawn, other people yawn. It's the same thing with your confidence and when you lack self-doubt. When you don't have no type of self-doubt, it inspires others. Damn, she's a strong woman. I want to be just like that. And then they work on it. And that's the point. When we learn to embrace our real self, we inspire others to be them real selves as well. And just know, you guys are all freaking amazing. Okay? Just the way you're made. You don't need all of this makeup or plastic or anything that tries to change how the divine made you. Because then you're proving that the divine is not perfect. The more you try to change yourself, the more you're admitting that your God made a mistake. And in all reality, the universe never makes a mistake. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is connected. Okay? And you got to remember that. Your soul is valuable. Your soul is important. And your soul is the actual driver to this limo that you call flesh, that you call a meat suit, or whatever you call it. Your soul is the important part. Okay? I love you guys. Share this video. Maybe somebody needs some kind of inspiration or a card message. Maybe it resonates with their life. Maybe it will boost them to also finally give themselves self-love. Maybe they never did. I know moms and dads tend to lack self-love because of the fact that they're so busy with kids. So 10 minutes will make a huge difference. I promise you. Just stay in the now and do what you have to do. Whatever makes you feel good inside or amplifies that child in you. Do it. That's all I'm saying. Do what Nike says. Just do it. Do it. All right? I love you guys. Happy Soul Saturday.